I'm not fooling around here. I have dandelions popping up on my property and I need them gone. There are 3 ways that I can use to get rid of these. I'm going to go through all 3 and I'll tell you which one has had the greatest impact. Now there are 3 things that I'm going to talk about today. Tools like this, or a little hand tool that you can use to dig those weeds out. A product like this, which is generally considered a natural weed killer. And products like these that you can pick up at any department store. This being a single ingredient and this being a 3-ingredient blend. If you have a few dandelions around, this is not a very big job. If you're dealing with your entire lawn, this is going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort. As you can see, as I take this out, it's a little bit of a white piece showing from the root. That tells me that I missed just a tiny piece of that root, and this dandelion will be growing back. Now, if you're dealing with this amount of dandelions and using a tool like this, you can bank on several hours worth of work. Anytime you leave even the smallest piece of that root, you'll be coming back in a few weeks and having to pull that again. After sticking this in the ground and lifting the weed, it's always helpful to stick your finger in to see how deep that root is going and trenching down to see if you can find the very end of it. It's about 2.5 to 3 minutes to pull out a couple dandelions. Times that by this, and you have hours of work to do. This particular product, when you're looking for iron-based herbicide, is really the gold standard. Iron-based herbicides do not work the same as a traditional herbicide. If you apply it to a new weed that's just popping up, this will take it out completely. However, if it's an established weed, it'll take multiple applications. How it works is the iron burns off the leaves. The weed then uses its energy to push new leaves up. You come back, you hit it one more time. The stored energy that's in the root of that weed has now been expended, and the weed will not come back. Sometimes it might take a 3rd application, but after 2, it's generally gone. Products that use the 3-ingredient combination of 2,4-D, dicamba, and MCPP all work in the same way. Products like this, the Ortho brand, they make Ortho Weed Clear. There's Gordon's, there's Spectracide. A lot of products use the exact same combination. What these 3 ingredients do is they cause rapid growth within the plant. The plant grows at such a rate that it can't keep up, essentially grows itself to death. So now I'm going to wrap this up like this. If what you're looking for is a low effort, single application, the synthetic 3-ingredient application is definitely what you're looking at. The synthetic weed killer is the lowest effort, it's very inexpensive, and it definitely works. If you're looking for something where you can put it down, it will kill the weeds, but you don't have to put in the effort, and it's more natural, the iron-based herbicide is the way to go. And really, if you don't mind getting down and pulling the weeds out, then you just do it manually. I appreciate you watching. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video and subscribe to this channel as well. You didn't think I was just going to leave it like this, did you? A couple other things to think about. So I'm about to clean this backyard up. Number 1, I'm going to go and cut the heads off the dandelions. I'm going to raise my mower up to the top level. I'll take the heads off, but I'm going to bag it when I do. So now a few things about PPE. If you're pulling weeds by hand, you don't really need much, maybe some eye protection, I suppose. If you're applying an iron-based herbicide, your biggest concern is staining and skin irritation. So it'd be very similar to what you'd be wearing if you're applying a chemical. You want full sleeves, rubber gloves, gloves to cover your hand, full pants and footwear, potentially even wear eye protection. The same thing would apply for the Ortho products as well. One more thing before we get too far into this video. You may have noticed my hat that I was wearing and the shirt that I'm wearing now. This is my 2nd YouTube channel. Make sure to check it out. In that channel, we go out, we find people who need help in the community, and we take care of their lawn care projects completely for free. Something to think about as I'm about to clean up that back area back there is I don't want those flowers to go to seed. So as I'm mowing, I'm going to cut the heads off and I'm going to bag them as I go. Something else to consider, if you're going to be applying a herbicide, whether it's a natural or a synthetic, if you're applying it before you mow, I will generally wait 3 days. I want that herbicide to get onto the plant. I want it to do its work, and then I'll cut the grass. If I'm going to apply after mowing, I don't do it the day of, ever, because I've taken away the majority of the leaf, and the leaf is how that product gets into the plant. So I'm waiting 3, maybe 4, sometimes 5 days afterwards. I'm checking the growth of the leaf, and then I'm coming back, and then I'm applying the herbicide. Removing them by hand, they disappear right away. If you're removing them with an iron herbicide, you'll normally see the impact within 24 to 48 hours and then completely gone within maybe about a week. If you're using a synthetic herbicide, the 3-blend herbicide, you're normally not going to see any impact for at least 7 days, and it could take up to 2 weeks for them to be completely gone. Obviously, I still have some work to do back here. That's another video for you.